Okay. Think we should be good. Hello, hello. It's Title Tuesday Part 2. It's a later Title Tuesday. Got some iced coffee. Got some ice water. Hello to Rosen's Positive Energy, first in Twitch chat. Hello to Jason Z and Emberg in YouTube chat. Yeah, I have to figure out how to add emotes to YouTube. I think it's slightly different than Twitch, but probably overdue for some YouTube emotes. Hello, the Flying Chili Pepper, and Cedric and Colin. Hope everyone is doing well. Mark Siebert, welcome back. Namco. Hello, hello, hello. So we are on the usual 10-second delay. So interaction with chat will not be completely in real time. And yeah, first game will start in less than 2.5 minutes. So earlier, Magnus did play. He didn't win the tournament, but he played the tournament. Thank you to Ivis, 93. Happy 8 months. And Bioside J has been watching for about a year, got a new rating of 1100. Keep it up. There's a question, when did they move TT from 5 p.m. ET to 4 p.m. ET? It was April 1st. Like on April 1st was the first event they had changed the time. And it almost fooled me. But then the following week on April 8th, I thought it would just go back to normal, but it didn't. And it seems like it's a somewhat permanent change. So, yeah, still kind of getting used to it. Don't mind it though. Starting earlier means it'll finish earlier. Got less than a minute. Fruja's top seed. Followed by Judah, Sarana. Oh, there's Magnus. Okay. Be a strong tournament today. As usual. I'm 81st seed. Oh hey, it's Cheesy Gazebo. In a park where the dog liked to roam, he chased every tale from far from home. With each little bark, he'd embark on a lark, believing all tales were his own. That was very poetic. Appreciate that. The best way to mentally prepare for chess games is to enjoy some nice dog poetry. Okay, first game, here we go. Playing Dmitry Semenenko. So we have what started as a ready, and now a QGD Barmen variation. This is all pretty standard so far. I do want to complete development. An ideal setup is probably castle, rook d8, knight f8, knight g6. kind of wondering about this move. Decent pressure against f2. If h3, I'll play knight e5. Yeah, knight e5 is now slightly harder to achieve. Take. So I'll just go back to f6. Actually, bishop g5 might be annoying. And bishop e7. Could maybe play h6. What else to do? Actually don't know what to do here. e5? Take there. Yeah, not crazy about this. Down about a minute. I do have the bishop pair, but I also have some damage structure on the king side. Maybe some rook c5 idea. Rook c5 is actually a pretty big threat. Okay, f5. Wow. Oh no! What did I do? I just camp under a bishop. Not a great start. I was a little bit slow. I blundered the bishop. Ending should be very winning. Up a full piece. I should just play b4. What to do? Was it close to 50 moves? It was, right? Move 54. Oh wow, it was like a few moves away from 50 moves. Or actually, no. We would have had to get to move 104. And so, that was the first game. That was a long one. I'm undefeated. 0.5 out of 1. I think that's my first draw today. Do people prefer 0.5 or 0.5? Yes, it's the same thing. Thank you, Dom Silver. Happy 17 months. Yeah, I just felt really slow early on. I think I misplayed it in the early middle game too. F5, wow. So this whole concept was fine. I just had to follow through. Oh, I could have taken an F2. So trade everything? What's the point? Knight C5? I guess I'm winning a pawn. King D3? Oh yeah, the bishop's pinned. Yeah, that's so, even if I see that, it's hard to judge. Okay, moving on. Let's stay focused. Try and do a better job of managing time. Pretty sure it's bishop b8. Bishop b8, castle e4. Like, white should be winning a pawn here. Okay, there's bishop b5. There's queen a4 check. Actually, bishop b5 looks nice. Bishop b5, take... It's still confusing. Bishop b5, take, maybe queen f6? Wait a minute, what am I doing? Take, allow queen b2. I don't know what I was doing there. Check. I'll take with a rook, I guess. Yeah, this should still be fine, I think. I think I'm winning a7. It's still tricky. Take. I'm not sure about this. Oh no. Yeah, I messed up. Try and get some king activity. I'm just down a pawn though. Oh, that was a really bad move too. Yeah, this gives me some hope. Okay. Final position might still be drawn if rook d7. I mean, I'm winning the knight, I lose my h-pawn, and then game goes on. Oh, what a mess. I should have been pretty easily losing. Like when I... Where was it? Yeah, here, black can take and play rook d2. And I lose another pawn. Oh man. I really spoiled the opening. I got confused. For some reason, I was calculating this, thinking I win a piece, but there's queen b2. And I just lose back the pawn. Best move, queen e5. And then bishop b5. Yeah, it's a winning position now, the opening for white. I did it the hard way. Okay, 1.5 out of 2. Okay. Did I miss knight d6? Knight d6 may have been like a better option at some point. Like maybe here. And it's definitely a candidate move around here. I was trying to win the pawn though. Okay, here we go. Playing Kirill Klukin. Higher rated? Actually not sure what to do. Take. Let's take and play solidly. I could trade a knight d7. Try and use the c file. C4 might be coming, yeah. Hmm. Oh, I allow bishop b6. How bad is this? This might be pretty bad. There. Okay, gotta play with my horsies. What to do? I don't know what to do here. Knight g3, maybe this move? Some knight g3 idea. What's the problem? G5. YOLO. So if it takes knight g6 as a point. If takes, we trade. E6 is coming. There's some chances. That's a good move. to do? Okay. Tough game. Tried to hold on there. To be honest, I survived longer than I thought I would have in such a position. But I think I'm always worse. Yeah, when I played 94, I was oblivious to bishop b6. Apparently it's fine here because some rook c3 ideas. Probably should have been a bit more careful though. Queen b7, best move. Okay, GG. 1.5 out of 3. So 50%. Is e5 a move? Maybe not. Okay, moving on. Playing Julian Estrada. Stafford Gambit time? Have we played? I don't know if this means 5 wins or 5 losses. I'm just gonna play my my usual. Yeah, we're getting some French type position. I think I have to play c4 here. Maybe sort of takes, and then rook b8. Let's go for this. And there's also b4. But I don't want to commit my pawn to a dark square with having the dark square bishop. What to do? Rook c8. Yeah, this bishop usually wants to be on a happier diagonal. So white's a little bit disharmonious. Knight b4. I also kind of feel stuck. It's not easy to untangle. Rook c7 maybe. I feel so slow. I don't know why. I'm missing moves too. Knight g6. Guess I don't mind rook a7. Wow, there's queen b4. Which opponent misses. Still have to be careful though. Threatening to take. Oh, let's not blunder. Okay. Managed to win. Wasn't easy. I think my opponent missed some back rank tactic around here. Queen takes b4. Oh no, I'm controlling a8. Never mind. Okay, the position was still close to equal. But I had to play bishop c1. Okay. 2.5 out of 4. Yeah, it was probably worse, like, around this middle game. It felt uncomfortable. Like, maybe I shouldn't allow this structure. What did I do wrong? d5 is fine. This d4 move, which basically prevents white from achieving e5, d4. White can still play e5, but then it's a bit different. I guess this is a better structure compared to what we got in the game. Okay, check my accuracy. 90%. I probably made like some inaccuracies, but managed to avoid blundering. It's sometimes the most important thing in these blitz games. So we have our usual break after round 4. We pull up the standings. You have some climbing to do. How's Magnus doing? Their game's still going. Oh, Magnus with 3 out of 4. Yeah, in the first title Tuesday, Magnus was also upset, like relatively early. Okay, so we have some time to kill. Got about 5 minutes until next game. There's a question, how many non-GMs have ever won Title Tuesday? I don't know, actually. Yeah, I don't even know how I'd go about checking that. Maybe someone can look that up. Who, where, and what's what? So this is Eric. If you're new here, I play chess. And today is Title Tuesday. Do let me know if it's your first time watching the stream. I'm live on Twitch and YouTube. Sometimes I forget to introduce myself to potentially new viewers. I assume most people have seen some of my content before. Oh yeah, maybe back when Min Lei was an IM. Did he ever win Title Tuesday? Yeah, also let me know where people are watching from. We got Jay Damone from Montreal. We got Mike P saying boggity, boggity, boggity. Not sure what that means. Maybe that's a Quagmire quote. Welcome back to Tim During. Not your first time, but it's been a while. Welcome back. Okay, I am on a delay, so now I see people saying where they're watching from. Colorado, Bay Area, Germany, San Diego, Germany, North Korea, Chicago, Illinois, Florida, Norway, giggity, Saudi Arabia, Portugal, Serbia, Romania, Greece. Somewhere in the solar system. Got LA, Wales, London, Israel, Saudi Arabia, Nigeria, New York, Iran, Italy. Wait, which Korea? How many people are watching on a VPN to circumvent their country's restrictions? Got South Africa, Austria, Ukraine, Utah, New Jersey, India, Narnia. Oh, there was a question about London opening, which got buried by locations. One question. I've always wondered why in the London black is okay with exchanging darks for bishops when it's supposed to be the strong bishop. Well, it's usually a strong bishop for white as well, develop outside the pawn chain. So, okay, I can't move pieces on this board, but yeah, usually it's a way of neutralizing white's active bishop. But also sometimes if white takes, you activate your queen. But it's not always the case that bishops get traded. Also, thank you, Lamberto, with the raid. Shout out to Lamberto. Hope you had a good stream. If you're just joining, today's Tuesday. It's a weekly Title Tuesday tournament. Today is the second of 2 Title Tuesday tournaments. Or I should say right now is the second of 2 Title Tuesday tournaments. We are on a small break. Next game will start in less than a minute. And I'm on, is my score updated? Yeah. I'm on 2.5 out of 4. I'm a half point behind Magnus Carlsen, who is somewhere in this list. A comment from Colin. I'm trying to get past 900 elo. Any advice? Keep playing. Sometimes at that level, you just want to play a lot of games, try and minimize blunders as much as possible. Also do a lot of tactics. Chess.com puzzles or Lichess tactics trainer is the best way to sharpen your game, absorb a lot of important tactical patterns. Okay, here we go. Next opponent. I'm going to stick with the London. Okay, here I'm happy to trade darks for bishops. There's a fun line, queen g4, attack the undefended pawn and develop some knight b5 ideas. Actually, already knight b5 looks attractive. The only way for black to defend is this move, as far as I can see. Queen g3, e5. Oh, I forgot about knight f5. Yeah, this might not be like anything so special for white. I am kicked back. Knight h6 is maybe coming. I'll probably avoid the queen trade. I'm also threatening to take and then eventually win this. Wow. Can I take with the queen? I think I can. As I win a pawn in the process. Funny tactics early on here. The point is if pawn takes, I fork. So I have not lost a single pawn yet. I'm trying to create some weakness in black's position. I'm happy to take and open the file. Oh, there's almost d5. Maybe I should have slowed down, but this looks pretty good. My g5 is on tap. Take. Might be safer just to defend. And go for some simplification. Yeah, not exactly what I want, but I cover c2. This pawn's attacked. Maybe this? If bishop e6, maybe... Never mind. Check. Huh, how do I make progress? Slightly frustrating. Oops. Yeah, this should still be winning. Threatening everything here. Not a clean conversion. Okay. Yeah, pretty messy game. I hug my knight. Kind of just forgot it was hanging. But this is a nice idea to go after the f-pawn, play d5 and obstruct the bishop. Yeah, this knight was my guardian angel for most of the game, covering the checkmate on c2. Okay, 3.5 out of 5. Do I get a brilliant move for sacking my queen? Queen takes f5. Where's my game review? One brilliant move. Queen takes f5. Oh no, my queen, but oh yes, my fork. Yeah, at some point my whole advantage dissipated. After, yeah, probably around here. Engine says equal. Was rook c2 not an easy draw? Rook c2 I would take. I don't think there's perpetual. The king eventually runs away. I mean, there were maybe a lot of moments this was legal, but I don't think it ever would force a draw. So, I'm still a half point behind Magnus. Magnus with 4 points. I'm tied for 39th. Oh, there's game still going. Let's watch this game. White is trying to make a fortress. Oh, that's nice. Bishop c8. So the rook will always defend the bishop, and the bishop and rook always cover g4. Oh! Is it losing, though? Wow, look at that eval bar. Oh, man. I'm so curious to check the accuracy of this game. Like, every move is basically a blunder. Oh, there's a request to play a gambit. Might depend on the opening. But if I get really tilted, then I'll go for a Stafford gambit. That's usually my approach for Title Tuesday. Oh, there goes the bishop. How do I check game review? Review. Wait, what? Am I playing a game? Oh, I am playing a game. Okay. Here we go. Playing GM. This person. Yeah, A6. I've been playing this myself somewhat recently. 95. Take with pawn. Huh. Already slightly new territory. E6 is coming. Queen B3. Let's try this. I guess I allow knight c5. Actually, knight c5 is kind of annoying. Queen b4, queen d4, perhaps. Yeah, that didn't really work out. At this point, I just want to get a playable position. Complete development. Wow. Opponent wants to trap my queen. And win my pawn. So b4, maybe the only move. Now c3 is going to be weak for a long time. Queen c7. Interesting. So if I take and knight b3, I think I have to. Yeah, positionally it's not looking good. But maybe I'm holding. I think I'm going to develop my rook via h-file. Okay, what to do? Bishop d1. Wow. Bishop c2, take. It's not pretty. Have to play f4. Still a game though. I take g5. Take. I have some rook e2 or rook g2. Pawns are smiling. How does black defend? Is d4 take? I'm not sure what's happening. Hmm. I threw it away. What to do? Good game, good game. Really came down to the time scramble. I was under pressure most of the game, but then kind of consolidated. At some point, felt like maybe I'm close to being better with this pawn. So this position, best move knight c5. That's so complicated around here. Okay, 3.5 out of 6. Life goes on. Yeah, I was worse most of the game. Really need to check the opening. So I played this as black, I just don't remember the line for whites. Knight e5 is the best move. Take g4. So g4, bishop g6, h4. Ah, there's some e6 idea. So h4, h5, e6. Close to equal, but maybe more interesting than what happened. Okay. Moving on. Stafford Gambit time. I've never played this opponent. Stafford Gambit time. It's always nice when they pause after knight c6. Maybe trying to remember the refutation. Maybe they've never seen the Stafford before and this is brand new territory. d4 is actually an annoying move. I win back the pawn, but like that's easy development. The queen h4. Right now I have to remember. I think it's like knight c5, d6. Eventually d6. But this should be like slightly better for white. I might concede the bishop pair. So d6, take, take. Play this. Ooh. Now there's some issue with f7. I play g6. Or 96. There's some small trap. If takes f4, I have queen c5 check to win the bishop. f4 immediately is slightly annoying. c6, take, take. I have g6. It's also this, and then c6. Then d5. Huh. Still looks super risky. Yeah, it looks kind of weakening too. Knight e4 might be coming. Well, now d5, take. Yeah, throw in knight d4. Just to ensure f5 doesn't happen. I think I'm getting something playable. Should be able to win back the pawn. Also, c2 is attacked. With queen d3, maybe bishop f5 first. Yeah, this actually looks really pleasant now. That's a good move. Now f5. Threatening this. Hmm. Yeah, I'll speed things up. Hmm. Maybe I take with bishop. Ooh. A little bit awkward. Yeah, it's just a draw. I'm trying to fight though. Oh no. Lose a pawn. Maybe win it back? No! That was I mean, that was a mouse slip. I intended to move one square further back to c6, but that's rough. That's really rough. It should be a draw here. It takes. Maybe I'm even pushing, but like can still trade rooks. Oh, what to do? Wait. Oh, I hung mate in 2, g5. Rook f7 mate. I saw the mate in 1 threat. Wow, so this is losing. I still managed to lose it. What to do? Not the best tournament. Oh, there's still, what, 4 more rounds? I can still potentially beat my score from earlier. Scored 7 points earlier. Oh no, my Stafford Gambit. Oh, so Queen H4 is the best move. And play this position. Okay, moving on. So we do have a break after this round. Okay, no more dubious gambit play. The c5 is provocative. I'm very tempted to take. Trying to remember. I'm sure I've studied this at some point. Take queen a5. I'm gonna take and play queen d4. I'm being slightly greedy here. Okay, knight a6, maybe e4 now. Wow. Black's under pressure. And knight's almost trapped, actually. There's no safe squares to move it. If this or this... I mean, f5 might actually be the best move. En passant, then take with knight. With f5, I have f3. Same thing with d5. Actually, d5 I can en passant and then hit multiple things as well. Queen a5 is just one check. Even me met with b4. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Yeah, b4. Just making sure. Wait, queen c3. Wow. Almost blundered that. I have e6. Maybe 92. E6 is happening. I still have to be careful. So if e6 I take bishop e4, king d1. I think that's okay for me. And the knight's still restricted. G5? G5, I have bishop C1. And again, F5 or D5, I think just F3. Now I don't trust myself, but let's go for this. So worst feeling in Blitz when like the confidence is shattered, second guessing every move. Bishop C1. Yeah, bishop B5 is coming. It's actually force mates. So quick victory, 15 move London win. I needed that after so much trauma from the previous game. Okay, 4.5 out of 8. So slightly above 50%. We do have a break. It's time to chill. Maybe time to watch some higher quality chess. Let's watch Magnus. It was force mating. Wow. Evalbar says mate in 6. Fast move, knight takes G4. Is he going to find it? Plays a slightly less optimal move, but still good. Whoa, it's Joe Brune. With $100. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. That's so kind. There's a positive energy. I appreciate it. I didn't catch the message. What did Joe say? Let me open up my event thing. Oh no, my title Tuesday. Yeah. But oh yes, my London opening. Kind of. Okay, Magnus does win, right? Oh yeah, this move is coming next. Yeah, thank you, Joe. Hope you're doing well. Shout out to Joe on Twitch, by the way. Everyone go follow Joe Brune. Joe Brune. Hope I spelled that correctly. Oh yeah, go Blues as well. A St. Louis hockey team, which I don't follow as much as I should. So Magnus was not getting mated. Magnus was the one who was mating. So he has 7 points out of 8. But Big Fish has 8 out of 8. The biggest of fish. Wow. This is this position. Black is up the exchange, but white is up 2 connected pass pawns. Actually, 2 pairs of pass pawns for a moment there. But now a pair and a half of pass pawns. Eric, do you have a favorite pizza topping? I feel like that's a trap question. Anything I'll say, people will start arguing about. I can't remember last time I had pizza. And what was on it? I had pizza New Year's Eve with Gotham Chess. And he ordered it, but what was on it? I think it was just cheese and tomato sauce. Maybe some pepperoni. Oh, it wasn't meant to be a trap. Okay. I have my guard up these days. All these pizza traps. I've had emos, yeah. Wait, is emo? I think it's spelled IMO rather than EMO. Last time I had emos was, I think, with Joe Brune, actually. And it was edible, but I can't say it was my favorite pizza ever. Got some toasted rabs. All right, I should take a look at the game I just played. And close out my tabs here. Wait, how do I see the game? This game? Yeah, C5 on move 3. So engine actually says this or this are both fine. But D takes C5 is a bit more what's the right word? Forcing, concrete. Like it puts immediate questions to black how to win back the pawn. D5, it's also fine positionally, grab space, but black's next several moves are very obvious. With D takes C5, black's moves are less obvious. And knight A6 was already a mistake. And this was already winning for white. Okay. But I should have played C3. Yeah, B4, still fine. Almost blundered queen C3 by taking the knight. But then everything worked out. Do you play when you hang out, or is that kind of like a working weekend? Oh, referring to meeting Levy. It was right after the World Rapid and Blitz. So it was more of just like a New Year's Eve party. Try to enjoy some social life outside of chess. But we didn't play much chess. We played some pickleball. Any chance you'll be playing the Denver Open on May 16th through 18th? I've wanted to go back to Colorado at some point, but I'm going to be in Greece through May 15th. So yeah, I'm not going to make it to Denver, unfortunately. At least for the Denver Open. Maybe someday though. Yeah, this event in Greece is coming up. It's May 5th through 15th? It's on the Greek island of Kos, the World Amateur Chess Championships. And I'm not playing, but I'll be going as kind of a special guest, do some lectures, some simul, game review with the players. Should be fun. Yeah, maybe I should have made an effort to like book my flights back through Denver. Next time I'll try and do more research. Would you say the difference in player strength in the upper leagues of chess is just studying or intuition too? I think it's a lot of factors. When you climb up the ranks, the differences between players are a bit less noticeable. Part of it is consistency, the ability to play games and just not blunder and kind of always have a sense of danger. Part of it is experience too. Like the really strong grandmasters have devoted tens of thousands of hours to chess, and it shows in their play. I guess that's more related to intuition. Part of it is opening preparation too. Like some of the strong players are just so like rock solid in the opening, keep up with modern trends. I think for me, yeah, if I compare myself to like the average strong grandmaster, there are a lot of areas in my play that kind of fall a little bit short. Like for me, I think one of my biggest weaknesses is calculation and also consistency. Like there's so many times where I'll miscalculate or just blunder simple things. I do have both chats open. Yeah, I do my best to address relevant questions. I was just answering a question from YouTube chat. There's also a question in Twitch chat asking, are you coaching? So in the Greece event, I guess I am considered a coach, but these days I'm not really giving private lessons. It's more the online content and then sometimes special events as well. Yeah, I think my biggest strength as a chess player is opening prep. And also the ability to prepare against opponents and find and exploit like tendencies in their opening repertoire. Okay, next round is in 40 seconds. So got a little bit of time. How about coaching a PogChamps player? I did coach, I gave a few lessons in the early days of PogChamps. Gave a lesson to David Pacman. Also, I think I gave a lesson to Cutie Cinderella. I forget though. I have to check my old VODs. Anyway, back to tournament. Let's focus. Here we go. Queen's Pawn. C3 is becoming annoyingly popular. We're gonna have a London. I'll play this more modern line. Takes a knight h5. And bishop g3. Yeah, this is close to equal, playable for both sides. I'll go for the minority attack. A4 might be coming. Did I just allow the Greek gift? No, because g5 is covered. Or knight a5. I think this is all pretty typical. White's going to plant a knight on c5. Maybe I can go for a5. Wow. So 2 bishops versus 2 knights. You could take this way and use the diagonal. And knight e4. Yeah, this feels a little bit more natural. And getting connect 4. There is a potential maneuver to... It's going to be really hard to do, though. Yeah, this is a threat. I want to get my bishop to this diagonal. So to get there, I either have to play f6 and bishop e8. I'll start with f6. There's also this maneuver. There's also the prospect of playing e5. Should I get to play rook be8? That would be nice. Okay, I have bishop a4. Might as well throw this in. E5, take. Knight comes to g5. We're relying on some intuition. Bishop c6. So I attack the knight. I want to play this and win the pawn. Also ideas of rook h5. Oh, I can't take that. I could take the rook. Queen b7. Really? Hmm. Yeah, white has to trade queens. Otherwise, I win the knight. Wait. I was about to blunder there. I forgot h7 was hanging. Okay. Got a little bit tricky towards the end. Yeah, if I play rook f8, white has a draw with perpetual check. Oh man. So 2 more games to go. 7.5 would be my max score. Question about 34 queen c8. Let's see. Actually, no engine for now. Oh yeah, so I mean, what happened in the game if white takes the pawn? I guess this didn't happen. Then I would play c3, and this pawn's super strong. If takes c2, rook c1 takes, and bishop b2 is coming. So yeah, I was happy to trade queens, simplify. Maybe the conversion could have been better. Like maybe I should just take the rook and then push and win, but got the job done. Did white miss knight f7, mate? I don't think so. Knight f7 here is what happened, but then I took, and the other 2 moves I was checking the king. So, not much time. Moving on. And go for another London. Getting a lot of Londons today from both colors. Okay, this is a fun one. I had this line earlier and I misplayed it, but I still won. Let me update my score to 5.5 out of 9. Okay, we have the same line as earlier too. So earlier, what did we see? We saw like queen a5 and then bishop c5. So I could take either pawn. Take on a7, take on d5. Also bishop e5 to throw in. And this should be good enough. Actually, if knight takes, then maybe I play bishop b5 check. Wait, do I have this move? Then bishop d7. Yeah, I don't think the tactics work. Still considering bishop e5 though. So really bishop a2. Bishop a2, b3, check. King d2 I think is fine. It gets weird though. Bishop a2, b3, bishop a3, king d2 is not happening. Yeah, maybe just a3. These squares look juicy. Hmm. Yeah, weakening myself a little bit, but should be okay. Idea knight e4. It's not easy. Maybe knight f2. Hmm. Hoppity hoppity. Oh! Wait, there, take. Oh no, blundered. What to do? I should have kept my king on b1. Yeah, this is pretty bad. Um, you never know, you never know. Okay. Sad finish. What to do? I blundered a piece. Yeah, these knight maneuvers. Knight maneuver probably would have been fine if I see the threat. But I should put the king back on b1. Just a little bit too oblivious. A nice opening too. I'm actually wondering, yeah, like how to maximize the advantage. Wow, so engine says instead of taking the pawn, instead of taking either pawn, bishop b5 and then queen a4. I guess this is a better version because I'm still winning d5, but black won't have the bishop pair. And then it's just much easier to play, like take, play this. Okay. We have one more game to go. If I get the chance, I'll try another Stafford. Try and redeem the opening. Yeah, just got careless for one moment here. What to do? Okay, let's watch one of the top games. Oh, maybe not. Close my things. Okay, next game starting very soon, I guess. Here we go. Okay. Are we gonna get the same line? No, we don't. Different line in London. Play bishop b5. Yeah, now we've basically transposed to one of the main lines. This bishop b5 move can be very venomous. So usually the point is if black allows, I'll take and play queen a4. Black doesn't allow, so go for this expansion. Queen c7. I'm very tempted to play e4 here. It's a little bit different though. I think I'll just take and play like some stonewall structure. Knight e5, f4. Looks pleasant. So aligning with the queen, knight e4 might be playable here. And we trade. Actually not sure what I would take with. We probably take with bishop. And considering f5, it's also g4. Go for g4. Expecting queen a3. Actually, queen a3, I play g5, knight d7. Okay, here we're probably trading everything. Still threatening this. Not so simple, though. Rook c1. Yeah, really not simple. There we go. Still tricky. That was a tough tournament. I'm finished with a win. Not sure what to make of this game. I think it was always controlled, but it did get a little bit murky, maybe around here. I was a bit overextended. I got the fork. Had some conversion. There was a trick. Originally I wanted to play this, which might still be winning. Yeah, a5 still winning. It would get forked. I didn't really want to calculate this, but I guess the king and knight cannot catch the pawn. So that's the tournament. Finished with 6.5 out of 9. Or out of 11. Used to the standard 9-round tournaments, but 6.5 out of 11. Somewhat of a par score. Usually I hover around like 6 to 7 points. There's a question about knight d7. Where was it? Oh, maybe around here. Or even here. Yeah, I didn't want to deal with c3 being loose. Knight d7 is playable. It's actually the best move by a little bit. But yeah, I thought taking on e4 is a bit more practical. I guess I still have knight d7, but then I get forked on c3. And my queen was attacked. Oh, here I have knight d7, but e3 is hanging. Good job, Magnus Carlsen, finishing with 10. Big Fish also tied for first. I finished 56th. So yeah, anytime I had knight d7, black had some counterattack. So I think I'll keep playing. I don't think the stream will end now. Maybe I'll try and revive my rating. I managed to stay above 2,700. Let's hop in the pool, close out of the tournament. And yeah, playing 3-0 blitz, which means time is more relevant. Have another London. This line. Did I lose rating? I feel like I was maybe around breaking even. I'm not sure though. Feels like I maybe lost a little bit actually. Take there. I take on c6, I guess. Then g3. Rook b8 might be coming. The dream would be to play this b4 and clamp down. Opponent wants to trade. Take. Go for this. I mean, there's queen c8. Ooh, there's that move too. I'm going for the clamp. If a5, then a3. And this bishop's not so happy. Most of my pawns are on dark squares. And if here, the bishop's probably ready to take. So I think the goal is to pressure the e-file. Black might be playing e5 very soon. I take and take on a7. Okay, g4 should be a move to keep in mind. And g4, knight g7. Let's improve. I think I'll poke and prod. Knight d6 is coming. Alright, let's play g4 and then knight c5, if knight d6. Not getting much. I really didn't want to play that move. It felt necessary. Wow. Alright, now I'll maneuver the knight in. My bishop is still really depressed. Okay, maybe the bishop finds a square though. The queen wants to invade. No funny business, although, yeah, funny business might be happening. This. No! A little bit too slow. I know what happened towards the end there. It's kind of sad. Okay. I have time for a few more games. I do have to go soon. Playing L Doctor. Ooh. Okay, let's play f6. I think it's knight c6. Also, thank you, Tachikuma. Oh no, your money. But oh yes, my money. Ooh, this move, take. I think this is playable. Okay, try and stay somewhat focused. Knight c5 is coming. Gotta look to advance the f-pawn. Some idea to play g5, f4. I mean, takes would be very pleasant for black. So f4. And it's getting spicy. Queen is maybe ready to come in. Threatening mate in 1. Expecting queen d2. Wow, king d2. I can't resist. Take and then d4. Although link check. Wait a minute. Queen c4. Let's go for this. With some e3 coming. A very spicy position here. There's a fork. Oh, this move. I have time. Maybe I should just take. Let's be careful. I think I blundered there. There. Oh no. Okay. Very messy finish. Very, very messy. I think I allowed knight f6 at some point. Let's do a few more. Let's do a few more. Stafford Gambit time? Haven't played this opponent before. Okay, Stafford Gambit against Grandmaster. Anonymous Grandmaster. With not the best internet. Okay, want to play knight g4. I don't fall for the main trap, unfortunately, but still get something playable. Yeah, most people play bishop e3. I guess there's queen e2 as well, or bishop f4. So taking on g3 is playable immediately, but I like starting with bishop e6. Wait for the queen to move and then take. Here I might even castle. Still holding off. Down a pawn, I could have won it back. Now I think I will. We could get the ending with two rooks against a queen. White can also play queen f1 and keep it a bit more normal. Do I have rook h8 here? I think I do. Okay, so there's takes. Wait, takes and bishop c4? White's going to be really tied down. Check. I guess b3 is coming. Huh. I have b5 and then take and then check and then I go after a2. Hmm. Also a5 and then b5. Let's try this. Burned most of my time. This might be the wrong approach, but it looks interesting. King g1. Yeah, that's probably the wrong approach. I have to take. Pawn's creeping in. This move. Wait, whoa! I just dropped a rook? What? What did I do? I just dropped a rook. What did I do? Why did I play g5? I was calculating this move. My rook's just hanging. Oops. What was a better move? Probably rook g6? I think taking loses. Oh, this is already bad for black. I guess if I want to get this idea, then I can start with king d7, then g5. But white's in time for e5, so it doesn't work. Oh no, my rook. Yeah, I burned all my time here looking for the advantage. Engine says king d7, b3 take. Yeah, I should have played this and then have an active rook. That's probably holdable for white. Like, I'm not winning a pawn. Like c3. What to do? Okay, one more game. Can't end on a loss. Playing I'll doctor again. I'll play e4. I think it's my first time playing e4 today. Just want something fresh. Halloween Gambit. A d5. Yeah, d5 is a move. I think I'm supposed to take with bishop. Opponent seems prepared. h4 is a semi-bluff. Wow, really? Take? All right, let's go for this. Queen h5. Queen h5 and queen g4 is one option. Let's go for this. So I'm down a piece. A typical Halloween Gambit. But I have this idea. So if rook takes, I win the knight. Yes, that's a move. Take. Prevent black from castling. Queen f5 might be coming. If takes, I fork. Queen f5, we trade a lot. I'll have some pawns to work with, though. Queen h4. f3. Maybe just castling too. Knight h6 is a threat. It's an annoying move. I think it's okay. Oh no. I'm in trouble. Losing another piece. Or am I? Knight c5? Yeah, This is pretty bad. Go for this. Oh, maybe it's not so bad. I have 30 seconds. Oh no. This is looking pretty bad. Or is it? Check. That's a good move. Ah, what to do? Not meant to be. Okay, one more game. It's full tilt. Final game. Win, lose, or draw. Have, oops. It's really full tilt. B5 was a mouse up. I meant to play C5. Okay. Getting something that resembles a normal position. Knight G5. Trade. Let's take. Yeah, I'm really off form today. Rating has dipped. But hopefully we can finish on a happy note. Can end on a loss. Can end on 3. Yeah. I feel like that's the direction we're heading. Take, and... Okay, let's see what white has in store. So I'm hitting both pawns. I guess there's queen f4. And my brain feels like mush. We have yeah, pretty imbalanced position. Holding on to f7. Okay, g6. Problem with g6 is really weakening to the diagonal. Rook f1 is coming. I'm probably in trouble here. So g6, take... Yeah, g6 I guess is kind of necessary. If e6, I think I just take, and yeah, we could trade rooks. If rook g5, I really want my knight on e6. So I'm going to lose a pawn, but have a happier knight. I'm doing very well on time. And positionally too, it's pleasant for black. Like things are stable. And maybe now a castle. Maybe someday give life to this bishop. Yeah, opponent wants to break down the C file. So I'm considering d4. d4 take. I concede c4. Some pros and cons. Knight d6 is coming. I don't like what I've done. Take. Okay. That was a nice gift. Opponent offers a draw. Oh, I could just disable draw offers for this game. Is that a new option? Disable? Will that decline the draw? I guess I did. Okay. Yeah, no mercy draw there. Thank you, Don Pada. Happy 45 months. I do have to go. I'll play more in the future. It's time to untilt, get some food. Thanks everyone for tuning in with all the positive energy. Also, thank you, Joe Brune, for yeah, the big support earlier. I do appreciate it. And yeah, I'll be back soon. I did record the first episode of a new speedrun yesterday, so that will be coming soon. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube. It's going to be the new Tricks and Traps speedrun. And yeah, I'll be back soon. Adios.